What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Beck Easy.
Hi, everybody. It's your girl, Joanne.
Hey guys, it's Trell, and this is
The team.
Welcome to the group chat. Let's get started.
And we have the lovely couple, Mr. and Mrs. Daniels, in the house.
Hey.
Thank you guys for joining our group chat. We're super excited to have you guys. And let's get started.
Yeah, so how was your guys' weekend?
Pretty good. What
we had two different weekends though.
Well, last weekend, the Saturday before was my birthday weekend, my 30th,
Damn, it
my
was
30th
lit.
birthday party.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It ran into this weekend.
It
how
was
it
the whole
should
week.
be.
It was the whole week.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
And my weekend was pretty much full of photo shoots.
Lit.
I was busy. Well, she was busy too though. So
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
Yeah. Shout out to Pure White Lens.
Yes.
We actually did our photo shoot for our professional pictures, and they came out
so cute.
Exactly.
How was your weekend?
It was really good. I know we had a break, so I was in Charlotte last weekend. It was the bomb. I had a wonderful time. I'm actually trying to go to CIAA this weekend, so we'll see. Do a little quick 2-day trip. Yeah. So, flights is only $136.
What?
Say
no more.
Say
no more.
That's really good.
Yeah, so I had a good time out there. This Friday we had our winter mixer,
Yeah.
which the Daniels
Oh,
attended.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was lit.
That was fun.
That was lit.
That was fun.
Tiff was lit.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you
had a
to
good
everybody
time.
that came out though and brought the donations. You guys are gonna
Definitely.
be so happy at the shelter.
Yeah, I'm super excited to give the donations to them. They're gonna really appreciate it. And then Saturday we had the Black History Month Entrepreneur event. Shout out to Action Fitness for putting that on. It was his first time doing something like that. It was about 15 different black businesses there, and they got to showcase, and it was basically kind of like an expo fair for people to, meet each other and see what other people do, network. So that was really
It
cute.
was a really nice vibe.
It was. We had a good time. And then I had an event right after that. I did a candy table real quick for a client. It came out super cute.
Super cute.
No, I seen it. It was cute. I seen it. Yeah.
Wow,
The bad
triple
boys, right?
threat.
She's
Yo.
all of the above.
Bad stuff.
She's all of the above.
That's dope,
So it
y'all.
was fun. Anything else besides that, ladies?
Monica was pretty much the same, right?
Oh yeah, me and Trell
We were together a
bonded
lot.
last weekend. We were
Okay.
babysitting the kids.
Sounds like fun.
Right.
It was.
We had a good Saturday. We went to Tiff's party. That was fun. And we popped up at Haley's house for 2 seconds, but Haley was MIA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so she wasn't there?
No.
She was MIA, so we left.
That's so funny.
Other than that, I think that was it.
That was it. I realized that now that was our last weekend of nothing.
Yeah.
Nice.
After that, it's go time.
That wasn't even nothing. We
Nothing,
had
so.
something booked.
It wasn't nothing, but it wasn't as much. Literally, it was only Tiff party that we had to go to.
Right,
For
that's
everything
true.
else, like I should have just did an house.
That's true.
That we had.
Not like that.
Right. Thank you.
That was just like
That
on
we
the
had
calendar.
the- yeah,
Like we
right,
wasn't
right.
about to not go.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a
But
commitment.
now it's just like it's go time for real now. So.
Yes. A month away from our live show.
I'm kind of excited, even though I don't have anything to wear yet, but
They
it's still
playing.
exciting.
What?
I'll
Y'all
order
planning
something
for the
when I
center
see
wear
you.
ready?
Yeah,
Why
girl.
not?
I do the same thing, so.
I ordered
Yeah,
mine
you
I do the same
definitely-
She
thing.
ordered hers 2 months ago.
She had hers weird. I just ordered something the other day.
Oh, did
I don't
you?
even know if I love it or not, but I ordered it because
That's
Oh,
why
so
you
you
gotta
one of
do it ahead
those.
of time. Just
exactly. Yeah, I
So
might
you
change my
one of
mind.
those?
So.
Yeah, so that was good. We had a good weekend.
Yeah.
So we have an icebreaker for everyone, and it is called Love Made Me Do It. Since we're talking love and marriage, we want to know, what is the craziest thing you did for love? Or whoever wants to go. Yeah,
I don't have anything super crazy.
I do.
I'm thinking.
I do.
I got
You wanna
into
go,
a tussle.
No,
with
go
my-
ahead,
with
so
my
I can
ex
see
for the
where-
love.
So go ahead, talk about that then.
I
Oh,
got into a tussle.
Go ahead, you do yours, and then I think I got one. I got one.
Okay,
I'm
good.
cracking up. I got into a tussle with my ex. I don't even want to get into it, but love will make you get violent and crazy. And
Mhm.
yeah, that
Cops
happened.
were cool.
But I'm a changed woman. I don't act like that anymore.
See?
Good.
All right. Well, so it's not really crazy. I think it's crazy because it's crazy for me. But one time, Tiff played a prank on me while I was at work,
Oh, yeah.
working third shift, and I don't want nobody to hear this though. Well,
Yeah.
they're gonna hear it anyways.
Yeah.
So she played a prank on me that had to do with, I don't know, breaking up with me or something like that. So and because she doesn't pick up the phone when you're trying to get through or
Right.
text and stuff like that,
Right.
I got so daggone distraught. I literally left work and came home just to
bad.
figure out what was happening, yo. And she was like, "Oh, I was joking." I was like, "Like, did I really just like jeopardize everything for nothing?" That was crazy.
That's true.
But it'd be like that though. You'd be so
No,
mad at work.
I was so mad because I'm like, wait, why? I'm here all night and I gotta deal with the fact that you just sprung something on me that wasn't true,
Right.
and now I can't get through to you. Like, nah, we about to do
Was
that.
it while you guys were dating?
This was last year.
This is like last year. She did this like this is.
No, that's detrimental.
She always
what did
does
she
that.
say? What did she say?
I don't remember.
I don't know. It was something about Instagram. It was saying
Something.
like
It was something.
It was something on Instagram, and then after he kept texting, I stopped texting him. He was calling me. I wasn't picking
Yeah,
up.
she wasn't
But
picking
I
up
didn't think.
nothing.
I was about to say I'm just joking. And I heard
You
a
know.
knock on the door. I'm like, I felt bad.
Dang. He was like, nah, I'm speeding home.
Did you go back to work after that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would
I
have
probably
done.
would.
You did?
But y'all stay
I did,
playing.
yeah.
Y'all stay playing praise
Yeah,
with
we
each other.
do.
It's
We
so
do.
funny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I be cracking up when I be watching the videos.
Yeah, he do. He always trying to do something.
That was his fault. Like,
Right.
The last couple she did though.
Yeah.
I'd been laying low,
Yeah.
but now.
Maybe, yeah.
He coming
right.
back.
Coming
You gotta
back.
watch out.
Well, the only thing I have, this was like my first boyfriend. Like, I was so in love, So we had broke up. But you know how you break up, but y'all still be dealing with each other?
Yeah.
So it was this one girl, when we were together, I'm like, who is this bitch? And I was like, oh no, that's my friend, you wildin'. Like, she dated one of my friends. Like, why would I even talk to her? Like, you being mad extra. All right, cool. We break up, we still dealing. Then he starts talking to her. So I'm like, my nigga, I thought this was you wildin', right?
Right.
So two of my homegirls, shout out to Jasmine and Shalita, like they hyped me up crazy. So we ended up driving to Stratford, where he lived, sat outside his house, waited like 20 minutes for him to get there. So we were young, so he was still living with his parents. So I see him come home, so I knock on the door. I'm like, can I talk to you outside? He was like, nah, you can talk to me inside. He was like, because my parents are here and I know you ain't gonna wild out.
Right,
Oh,
right.
God.
Right? So I'm like, okay. So we talk, whatever. I'm getting pissed. So I'm like, I'm leaving. He's like, all right, let me walk you to the door. So he's walking me to the door, and as soon as he walks me to the door, I just turn around and snuff the shit out of him.
Oh,
Yeah, and he just
Violence.
pushed me and closed the door, right? And then the next day I felt so bad. I'm like, I apologize. He was like, yo, don't ever put your hands on me ever again. I thought he wasn't going to talk to me for the rest of his life.
oh, I wouldn't know.
He knew you was
Probably.
mad.
Wow.
He knew better. But Jasmine and Shalita was like, oh, we're driving up there. We about to drive up there. That was the first and only time I hit somebody.
I don't think I never had nobody.
That's the only
I only
person.
had that one time, but it wasn't my fault. So.
Well, I think what I've done for love is pretty light, like complete stalker.
So let's hear it.
No, just going through like people's pictures, stuff like that, to find out information.
I don't feel like.
No, that's not really
I feel like
crazy.
that is like. I think that's normal.
That is.
To a
No,
certain
it's-
extent.
No,
To an extent, yeah. To an extent. I mean, but if you gotta find out information and nobody's giving it to you, then you gotta find it out.
No, son.
Now sometimes you be having like an intuition.
Yes.
And you have to know for your own
Yes.
self.
Right, you gotta, cause you
Exactly.
gotta get your facts before you go
Right.
approach somebody, right?
Exactly.
But I think that's the only like crazy thing, like obsessing and having to know, like looking through photos, like hanging out with people I would never hang out. Just like that.
Okay, no,
No,
that
See,
is that.
you jumped off the cliff on that one.
Right.
We was with you for a second.
Right. That right there.
Like doing OD things
Yeah.
just to like
Like,
find out
hey,
little things.
sis.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's
No,
your
it's-
sister now.
Too much.
No, that is funny.
That's hilarious. Well, we didn't do too much crazy things. I know people that have done worse.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm not there
Yeah.
yet.
Can you compare?
Yeah, so Joe, do you have a line for us?
I do.
All
So
right.
this is not a rap song; it's a love song
Okay.
Nice.
from a female.
All right.
So hopefully, you guys will get it. Okay. 'Cause I'm your lady and you are my man. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. Are you kidding me?
Can I Google it?
What?
Monica.
Cause
That's
I'm
what I
your
thought.
no,
Me
'cause
too.
I'm your lady and you are my man.
Especially
Celine Dion.
Oh, God.
Nigga,
Oh,
Listen
my
to her.
You know what?
It's a classic song.
You wanna
No,
listen to her?
No.
What?
I don't know.
You guys need to broaden your horizons.
Nah, bro.
No.
This
I'm
is a
thinking-
classic song.
I thought it was
Usher. I'm your man.
Right, but then she said lady, so I'm like,
right.
wrong.
What?
I would have never thought about Celine
Me
Dion.
neither.
She's not even on my like list.
It's
Listening to.
I don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy coming to my wedding.
Yeah. I'll tip out after the ceremony then.
That is sad.
have DJ,
Wait till you have the J set.
or are you gonna have a orchestra?
You gotta have.
You gotta have
orchestra.
DJ.
I'm
You gotta have
I'm
DJ
gonna have
absolutely.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. If he's dear, then I know I'm good.
I'll split it. Seth and Mikey.
Okay, that works. So then we don't have to worry about it.
Really, Joe?
No.
Down in that water.
I gotta have music like this for some of my guests.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, the others. Okay, so that was a fail
Yeah.
by you. It was a
Yeah,
fail.
I don't think that was on
No. It was on y'all
No,
because you
that's
guys.
4 against 1. That was on you.
Nah, y'all not. This is my segment. I run this. You guys fail.
That's silly.
So you set us up to fail.
No,
That's
this is
exactly what that
this
was.
is a classic song.
I guess.
Okay.
It's a lot of classic songs.
Okay, you know what? Next time I'll do a little better.
Right.
I'm gonna take this out.
Yeah. Thank you. So we have our hot topics for the week. So the first is R. Kelly turned himself in this past weekend for 10 counts of sexual abuse.
That's not bad. 10.
I would say that's it.
Right.
Right,
Exactly.
But it
But
was
it's
more.
10 counts was only
Yeah,
four
I-
women.
yeah, it was
only
more
4
probably.
women came forward.
Yeah.
It's 4 women that he had that are accusing him of sexual abuse between like 1998 and 2010.
Wow.
So yeah, and
They
he
finally
has,
1998.
in 2010,
Mm.
and he has a $250,000 bond per person. So
Dang.
he got a $1 million
Yeah,
bond.
that's crazy.
But he got it.
But he
Well,
can
you
only
know what?
he only has to pay 10%, right?
Right.
Yeah. Which
So,
is
and his lawyers they said we feel like that's reasonable based on the case, but the lawyer says all these women are lying, and he's gonna vindicate himself.
I believe it.
You know what? I don't know if I don't know because I think this is the case because of the sex tape, and the girls in the sex tape were referring
So
to their
they
body
meant
parts.
right. They mentioned a sex tape again, and I guess
Yeah.
the lawyer's trying to be like, oh, it's double jeopardy. But when that came out, they were
Totally
charging
different
with
tape.
child pornography. So this is a whole nother charge.
This is
Different
kind of it, yeah, but this
No,
is
but the
okay,
charge
is something
then
else.
was child pornography, and now it's criminal sexual abuse. So it's 2 different
They're
charges.
smart.
And it's not double
Prosecutors
jeopardy.
smart.
They're very
Right.
smart.
That is.
And he
But
turned
that's my point.
himself
Is it a different tape or is it the same tape?
I heard that it was a different tape.
Yeah, I heard it's a
It might
different
be.
tape.
Because
Yeah.
apparently that girl in that tape was 14 too. And right, you said
She was.
I have 14-year-old body parts or something.
But who
like that.
says that though?
I don't
In
know
the
who said
video?
that, but
Yeah.
that's what the
Maybe
That's
they
the
were probably
point.
trying to get him.
That's what
trying
I'm
to get him
saying.
in
I don't
trouble
know.
on purpose.
I don't know if these claims are legit because it's like they're probably trying to backtrack to get him on something.
Probably.
I mean, which is
It could
fine.
Oh yeah, I think some of it is true though. I think.
Yeah,
Of
well, all the
course,
stuff
it
that
has
he's
to.
done, he had to have done at least.
Listen, that
Right.
documentary
Half
looked
of-
pretty
more than half
convincing.
of
It was
Right.
very convincing. And it's not like everything has been like consistent basically. Like everybody's been saying the same
Right.
things for so many years.
Mhm.
Like how can you really keep that kind of lie going
Why
on?
are you going to high schools becoming friends with teenagers?
All the,
Right.
all the
Scouting.
behavior was
What wrong with
suspicious.
Yeah,
exactly.
scouting.
And they had the
Yeah.
pictures, and with the parents
Yeah,
that went to
everything.
the actual chocolate factory and was like yelling the daughter name, and then she peeked out, and then like that was real
Mhm.
live stuff. Like
Yeah.
you can't fake
Stuff
that,
that was
Nah.
that just happening last year. So.
right?
Yeah, he's
I
sick.
wonder if he's gonna be in jail with Uncle Bill.
You
Yeah,
funny.
Where y'all at?
Aw,
Yeah.
Apparently he
He's
having-
somewhere up here.
And apparently he's having a good time.
Yeah, they said he's enjoying it.
Bill.
He enjoying it?
They
That's
said
what
he's
they said.
having a good time.
I know
Here.
it's
He
bad, but I
probably
feel
is.
kind of bad
He
for
probably
Bill.
is.
Probably like a
Me too.
He's
nursing
just
home.
so old.
Just because he's old. But I know it doesn't
I know.
make a
And they
difference.
probably give him whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's like it's Bill.
Like,
Cosby.
can I have
Somebody
an
probably
extra
trying to play
pudding?
do reverse
I need
psychology.
an extra pudding cup.
Like,
That's
could
true.
he, like, they probably, like, what could he possibly like do? They
Nobody's
probably
gonna
bother
mess with
him.
him.
No,
He's
they
not
don't
gonna
bother
mess with
him.
him.
So between R. Kelly and then Jesse Smollett and him getting arrested for, falsely having a hate crime or police report, whatever the case. I seen on Twitter they have both R. Kelly and his pictures back to back, like they in the same jail because it was the gray bricks. with
Right.
I
the-
mean, they both in Chicago, so
That's true.
Probably like
When
that.
I saw that, I was
Yeah,
like,
they
yeah, they
probably
both
is.
in Chicago.
They said the jail choir about to be
Richard-
mad lit.
They come out with a song.
Right.
they better
I
not
believe I can fly.
No, they probably would though. They're probably gonna get out with a dope track, yo.
Honestly.
I wouldn't even be surprised. at
And
this
it's gonna be a
point.
hit because everybody's gonna jump
Still
on.
gonna listen
They
to
probably
it.
in the cell like Jesse's probably like, yo, did you really do it?
Right.
Like, yo, did you really do it?
Right, right.
Don't be
They gonna
questioning
come find
me.
And then they just go, let's do it.
Right.
Did you do it? Did you do it? Let's do it. Like what?
What guy was that? That wrote the book? If I did it, who?
Oh, he killed killed his wife.
Yes, supposedly.
Oh.
Kardashian. He's,
Yeah, the father.
no, not the father. The
Well, they
friend.
say Chloe is
O.J.
Chloe's
Simpson.
father. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Oh, yeah.
I did it.
That's ridiculous.
I feel like that right there is like an admission of guilt, but I'm trying to
Kinda.
act like I'm not admitting.
I mean,
it.
R. Kelly came out with a song that said, "I admit it, I did it."
Yeah, he had a lot of songs that kind of.
It was on
Kinda
Facebook
iffy now.
Live.
Right,
So,
when you think about it.
so they locked his ass up.
So I hopefully it's a success.
Right, right.
Hopefully these women get the justice they've been looking for.
Right, and even if it's not for them particularly, him going to jail, period,
Mhm.
For
for
something.
those women, it
Mhm.
is gonna help for
Right.
the people that he
Get him off the streets.
messed with. Yeah. So then we have Tristan and Jordyn Woods. I guess Mr. Tristan got
Girl,
caught for messing with his baby mama's sister's best friend.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Yeah.
okay, wait.
You gotta run that
So
again.
Jordan
So-
Woods is best
Oh,
friends with
Kylie.
Kylie.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think I-
Kylie
yeah,
and
I
Chloe
think I-
are sisters, and Tristan is Chloe's baby daddy
Boyfriend at the time.
and boyfriend at
That's
the
just
time.
too messy.
Somebody said he just keep trying to get caught out, and
I
Chloe
know, I seen
keep,
that.
keep taking
Taking
him
it
back.
back.
Right.
He like,
Yeah,
like
like,
doing
it's
something
like,
real
oh,
bad. Next
you're
he gonna
just-
go for Chris.
Right.
Oh, you stupid. It's still gonna take him back.
Right,
right.
Oh, I can't win.
But apparently they're
There's some girls
distancing
like that,
themselves
though.
from Jordan Woods and Chloe and Tristan broke up.
Yeah.
We'll see how long it lasts.
When I first saw it, I was like, this can't be true. Jordyn cannot be that dumb.
And apparently her life is in a living hell now.
Of course.
I bet.
Quote unquote.
Because
Somebody was like, now she about to get evicted.
Oh,
Like, how
no.
you had the easiest job in the world just
Just
to
be a
Kylie's
best friend.
That's it, yo.
Right.
That's
That's what you
it.
got to do.
Nothing
She
else.
bought you a car. She gave you a place to live. She put you
That's
on with
crazy.
companies. Like,
Like, was the D
Dumb.
bad? Was
Oh,
it that good?
That's ridiculous.
no,
That's
probably
sick.
not.
It probably wasn't.
Community D too.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly.
At that.
You could have got any man you wanted.
He just wanna be out without. They just still like.
He
He's like,
won't
all
let me
right,
go."
just come back. Yeah.
I really,
Locked up. It won't
I wonder if it's really true because I still
I
can't
believe
imagine her to be
I
that
believe it.
dumb.
And
I
with them, you
believe it.
just never know. But there are people like that.
It is.
There is. It's true.
But you just never know
I
with
would
the
never risk it.
Kardashians. Everything be like a stunt, so.
Right? Could she be that dumb?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's possible that she could be.
I think so. Maybe the mom is up to this.
Yeah, Jordyn, I'm with you. I'm trying to root for you, sis.
Cause honestly, they haven't really been doing anything. They've been kind of low key.
Oh, yeah.
The Kardashians.
Yeah, they needed something to rumble, like something good and juicy.
Yeah.
And this is
There you
juicy.
go.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
They probably paid Jordan was like, look, we're just gonna say
Right.
that you did it.
They
She's
probably
like,
did.
all right.
Cause I,
Right.
can't-
Relevant.
Look.
I can't see her being that dumb.
I mean,
I-
especially in
There's
the world
people
of
like that.
celebrities.
I
I
know,
know somebody
but not
close
no.
to me.
I know, but not when you eating good. Like she's eating good.
It's a little bit
Somebody else was
different.
eating good too.
Okay,
Apparently. So
Oh,
yeah, so
God.
we'll see how that unfolds. And then the Oscars are today. We
Mhm.
record
Yeah.
today, which is Sunday. So do you guys have any predictions? I know Black Panther was like
Nominated for Best Picture.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you
Also,
think?
production design, sound editing, and
Really? All that?
sound mixing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for
That
that.
was a good movie.
I'm rooting for Black Panther. for
I
sure.
think they said this is the first time. I don't want to say Marvel, but an action
Mhm.
kind of
Right, right, right.
movie is being nominated for Best Picture.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because they played Dark Knight.
So I was listening to, I forget which podcast. I'll make sure I find out which. But they were saying like for Marvel fans, like real Marvel fans, they said Black Panther wasn't really all that.
Yeah, I heard
Compared
that.
to all the
Yeah,
other.
I heard that on the
Marvel,
read.
no.
Right. But they said, do you think that they're getting all these accolades because it was the first Black and it was like a big thing? We were going to the movie theaters with
With
African
African,
garments.
I think
Mad
it's because
extra.
the acting was really well, the
It was.
cinematography was well, the design, like the costumes, like everything was just great.
No,
and it
it-
was mad black.
It was
people.
a good movie.
I think
Period.
right. I think it was,
And it
they
deserves
earned
it because,
yeah.
like I just said, Dark Knight was amazing,
Mhm.
and it didn't get no Oscar nomination.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was an incredible Batman movie.
So that's what I'm saying. People are saying they feel like it's only because it was the first Black and they got that extra hype.
I do kind of think that.
But even if it is,
I don't think
does
so.
that
I don't
matter?
think it's that much.
I mean, they probably
Doesn't
doing it for
matter.
the culture.
Everybody get hyped
Because
I don't
if it
think so.
wasn't nominated, we probably would have
Exactly.
went for the.
You think so?
I think it was awesome, but I do think it was hyped up a little
Yeah.
bit much.
And you figure, so a lot of people that
Because
don't
it's
know
all
anything about Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
Like me.
Right, like it was like, oh, Black Panther. Let me go with African garments. Like the African garments had
That-
nothing.
That's not what
Nothing.
it was. Right. People,
Nothing.
yeah.
It was like everybody was like,
Whatever.
what? Yeah.
I was just like, okay.
No,
So,
it was
yeah.
cute. It was a cute
But
movie.
yeah, I hope they win though.
Yeah, I hope they win something.
I don't have any predictions, but I do think so. Lady Gaga is nominated for
Yes, and I
leading
can't-
actress,
yes.
and I think she did a phenomenal job
Right.
in the movie. So I hope she
I
wins.
can't wait to see because Bradley Cooper and her are gonna perform
Mhm.
tonight. I
Yeah.
can't wait for that.
Same, that's my
I
song.
have tears in my eyes.
Already?
Just talking about
She's
the
looking at
movie.
you like-
The pre-tears. Oh,
No, I
man.
have tears in my eyes just thinking about how wonderful that movie was.
Yeah, and they had such great chemistry. But she was like, that was her first movie. She did a great job.
And I told you that
see it.
Beyonce was supposed to be the lead.
A
Star is Born.
I didn't see it yet.
And
It was
Beyonce
really
was supposed
good.
to play in that movie.
and I can't see it.
Why?
I don't know if it's because I've watched it now, but I can't see her
I
doing that
neither.
role. Like the way the storyline was, I can't.
Me either.
Just like her in Dreamgirls, I just was like,
That was her best movie though.
Well,
It's-
Dreamgirls, I can see it. I could kind of see it, but the way the storyline was for A Star Is Born, I
Nah.
can't see her play that role. I think Lady Gaga did a great
Killed
job.
it.
She did a great job. So
I have to buy
I'm
the
just hoping she
DVD and we have
wins.
to watch it. It's incredible.
I believe
you know
his
what? I
name.
think I probably can get it on Fire Stick.
Embezzling
On
movies.
Prime. No, on Prime. I
She
pay for
like
that.
whispered it.
Oh, she said on Prime. I pay for it.
Yeah, we have a girls' night.
So yeah, that's our hot topics. Trail, are you rooting for anyone black this week?
So I'm rooting for everybody black as usual. Like I said, I'm rooting for Black Panther.
Nice.
You know, last time I did a Who Am I for rooting, but I'm not gonna do one today. But you know, we did Mary D. Dudley, the
Yes,
first
yes.
black female DJ. That's who Becca
Okay.
introduced us to.
She got us.
She
on
got
that
us
one.
good. That was a
Yeah.
really good one. And then Danny did Debbie Allen, which
It was so
that was a
easy.
piece of cake.
But I do love how she did her hair. Like
Yeah.
she looked like a dancer
Yeah.
when she did it.
I
So was
appreciate
cute.
that as well.
Mhm.
That was really good.
When she said 1, 2, I knew.
Me too. Like as soon as she did that, I'm like,
I was like, oh
already
yeah,
know.
I know.
I don't know why that she popped in my head automatically and not like what's the other one?
Dancer.
Yeah, from she was on In Living Color.
I forgot her name.
Anyway, that was the first person that popped in my head, Debbie Allen.
Yeah.
And then I did Octavia Butler, science fiction writer.
That
who
was really good.
Dominated
That was
her
good, too.
genre. I thought I worked
It's
hard to
personal
get
for
that
you.
one because I'm like, who the hell am I gonna do? I don't want to do nobody that was super old and super dead. I mean, she's super dead.
Super old.
She
and
did
super
die,
dead.
but I don't want it to be nobody from like 1902. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No
yeah,
doubt,
yeah.
no doubt.
And it was personal to you because you love
Right,
reading.
and right. So.
Yeah. She had mad lines though, because I
She
was like,
did.
damn, she reading a paragraph. I only
No,
had
you
3
did.
facts.
You did.
I know,
Which
but
was good.
and then
you
I'm
still
like,
stumped us.
I felt like is it long? But it
No, it
didn't
was good.
come out long. But then like, am I saying enough information for people to get it? I wrote like 3 different papers before I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
did it.
And I'm
Tell you
last
read.
up.
I was
Yeah,
committed.
the
Yeah.
proofreading.
And then we have Joe.
Joe's up
So hers
next.
will be
Yeah.
dropping on Tuesday, the
Tuesday.
same day as the episode.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
so stay tuned.
Shout out to Black History Month.
Yeah,
Rooting
it's been I say it's been a little corny though this month.
Mm.
I think
As far as like
history
events
stuff,
and stuff, yeah,
Mhm.
it's been kind of
it's
like
been a lot.
dead.
We gotta do better.
The only event I've seen is the one you guys did, the small black business one.
Yeah, so we gotta do better.
I didn't even know.
we
He didn't
gonna
know
do
about
better.
it
I
until
didn't
y'all
hear about
posted
it
it.
at all.
Yeah.
At
So
Looked nice though.
yeah, it'll be
It was
bigger.
really
He's much
nice.
bigger next
Mhm.
time. Next go around. I gave him a few suggestions of people that should come for the next one.
first.
So yeah. So
You tried it?
I have the you
I can't
tried
wait to
it
hear this.
of the week, and it's gonna go to Ja Rule. So it's murder. So he actually performed for the Milwaukee Bucks basketball game. So he coming out all hype or whatever. So he's like, you know, this is 90s night, even though I'm a 2000 artist. But my album came out in 1999, so I guess it's okay. DJ, you ready?
Crickets.
Are you ready?
And nothing
Crickets.
to know me.
Nobody said nothing.
And then he goes, I guess not.
Nobody said anything.
The audience
Straight-
was mad quiet. It
So
was
silent, yo.
awkwardly.
Because I saw the video, but I didn't actually
Oh,
play
the
it. and
bug.
listen to it.
Oh no, I watched that
See?
like a couple times.
I didn't see
It's
it.
bad.
Because
It's so
I did see
bad.
something, I was like, Ja Rule's never getting booked again.
No, I would have got off. I can't stay on stage
So
now.
did he end up staying and performing?
Yeah, and then it ended up playing, and then he was like, turn my mic up, and then he started performing. Thank God the dancers was there because they made it lively, but the audience just was like, Who is
this?
nigga?
Milwaukee Bucks.
No, like I've never heard
Right,
silence
yeah.
like that before.
Me either.
At an
Somebody
actual
had to
show.
know
That's
him.
crazy.
And it was a packed arena.
Milwaukee.
So
Why
what?
Why did y'all do that to him?
Nobody
Right.
said nothing.
Dang, that's so embarrassing.
He gets it for that, and he gets it for talking about he's thinking about doing another Fyre Festival 2.0
Oh my god.
in the near future.
He needs to never
Right.
mention that
Ever,
name
like, I
ever
would not want to be
again.
associated with
Right.
that.
I mean, technically, he wasn't the one running
He
it,
wasn't,
but you still was
and he
associated
was
with it.
closely associated.
He was
to
a
it.
coon.
He was
Yeah.
closely associated to it. I was like his right hand man.
Yeah. So,
And he
yeah.
probably didn't even get no money out of it.
nope.
Right.
So, Ja Rule, you tried
He
it.
definitely
You
tried
gotta
it.
chill.
Yeah,
No,
so that was funny.
Toto.
Damn. Trey, you got questions that niggas is asking?
I do. The question that needs answers
We're crazy.
today. Shout out to Keisha. She put this in the huddle. I'm lying. Shout out to Danny. She put this in the huddle.
Oh, you might
It
give
says
me
if a
props.
guy meets up with his lady and her friend at a bar or restaurant, should he pick up the tab for the friend or just him and his lady? So it's kind of a question that you can answer.
Yeah.
Right.
If you was me and Tiff out with one of her girls, are you gonna pay the whole tab for everybody, including the
Or
friend?
you just paying for you and Tiff?
Alright, how many people we talking now again?
Just
like one
for
other
everyone.
friend.
Just one other friend?
Yeah.
It depends.
What they order?
What does it depend on?
Right.
I have a feeling I know you're gonna say it too.
No, it depends on
Which
who the friend is.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Because if it's a really close friend, then I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, another guy was saying the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's like some chick I'm not really, I don't
Right.
even
Done
like
that
her.
before.
I don't even like her. Yeah. And I wouldn't expect for my guy. I don't think you're obligated
I
to
wouldn't
do so.
expect
It's
it either.
definitely a nice gesture.
Right.
But I don't think it's something that you're obligated
And
to
if
do.
I'm the friend, I wouldn't even want
Right.
him to be paying for my
That's what
stuff.
I'm
I
Even
saying.
though I'm
don't
pretty sure-
think any of my friends would even expect that.
like, oh, you got this?
Mine
Right.
wouldn't either.
Yeah. Like, no.
But it is a nice gesture.
It is.
But
You
it
gotta
does-
feel that though.
Right, you gotta
I
feel
I
it
gotta
out.
be able to feel
The
that that's,
vibe,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Right. And it definitely depends on the person. Like,
Yeah.
if you're cool
And
with
the
that
relationship
person,
you
sure,
have
why
with the
not?
friend.
But
Right.
But
Yeah.
did the girl even tell him that the friend was gonna be there?
that's
Or-
a good point
This
too.
is true. Or was it like they was out and he was like, oh, I'm about to pull up?
Right.
I mean, either way, I still wouldn't be like, you paying for both of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But even if my guy did do it, I look at him like, oh,
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh.
cute.
Yeah,
That's
after
what I'm saying.
he-
It
yeah.
definitely get like some.
You
You get an
Some
extra
point
little
of
something when
yeah.
we get home.
But it's
He
a nice
did, I
gesture
wouldn't-
because you don't
yeah.
have to.
Right.
You don't have to. I'm your obligation. I'll get.
Right.
For
But what if,
real.
no, but what if he doesn't pay for yours?
Either.
That ain't my
Oh,
boyfriend.
yeah, he gotta
That
go.
ain't my man. Then
He's
he's
like,
You
we
gotta
need
go.
to talk.
But if it's a situation where you was already out and he pulled up, you was gonna pay for your own stuff anyway.
and that's true. I probably wouldn't think
So you
about
can't
that.
cancel him.
No, I wouldn't cancel.
But if he
But-
buys
But
something,
you know him.
but if he buys something to drink, you're not gonna pick up on that.
that should just be a given, right?
Right.
Oh, man.
Now you coming in, even if you're just coming in, just standing here. No.
This is true. So yeah, that was a good one. Thank you, Trail. So we're gonna get into our topic, but first we have a few commercials. Take a listen. All right, so we have love and marriage we are talking today. So our concept today is first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage. So the first topic is first comes love. So we wanted you guys to share your love story. Let us know when you guys met. You know, all that lovely stuff.
They
Look
got
at
out,
Tiff.
Tiff. Hold it down,
Okay,
Tiff.
I think I was 18 years old. I was involved with my ex-boyfriend at the time, but he kept cheating or whatever. So, I think I seen him one time in a mall. It was like, you know how you, at the end of your relationship, it's like, I
You
said I broke
already
up with
done.
him, but I really,
You
know.
Yeah.
so I seen him in a mall, and I was like, oh my God, that is the blazing sky I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Thank you.
so,
In her life.
no, in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't contain myself. I
You
didn't
just
know what to
couldn't
do.
fathom.
I didn't know what to do. I kept talking about it. I was like, Sylvia, did you see that guy? She was like, oh yeah, Pee Wee, he go to High or whatever. So then I seen him at my friend Veronica's house, but I didn't know it was the same guy because I had an attitude. I was in my phone or whatever. So he asked my cousin about me.
Aww.
Wait, not to cut you off, but to backtrack just a teeny bit. The day that she saw me in the mall, I didn't even know it. I didn't know
Yeah,
her
he didn't know.
at all because it was me and my best friend, and then she was with somebody. So she seen me, I didn't see her because I was off doing my own little thing. So the next time I seen her,
It was like
she didn't
you
really
didn't
pay
know.
attention to
Yeah.
me. So it was kind of like then
But y'all was on the same
destined.
frequency.
Right. That's
yeah,
cute.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then I was at my friend's house. He came over. We had a mutual friend, and then he asked her about me after, and then we found each other on MySpace.
MySpace, yeah.
And then I was writing him. We was writing each other at my sister-in-law house, which was his cousin.
I didn't even know
So
it.
we had no idea.
Yeah.
So you invited me over for spades.
Yeah, we had game night and stuff like that.
He
Then
took
we
me
started-
some. You gonna come to my sister's house for game night? I get there, nobody was there.
So how y'all was playing
First
spades?
off,
It
it
was just
wasn't my
Julia.
fault.
Well, me and him.
First off, it wasn't my fault because Squirt and other people were supposed to come.
Okay,
It
got
wasn't my
you.
fault.
Yeah.
And that's how.
AKA he told Skirt and them don't come.
Right.
Set up.
He was trying to get me to come like forever, but I'm so shy. So I was like, nah, I'm scared to go over there. But then I finally go over there, and ain't nobody over there but me and him. But
But it worked out.
yeah, it
And
did.
I found out that my cousin was her sister-in-law,
Mhm.
and then that just actually just made everything else just flow better.
It was
Yeah.
smooth,
Yeah, it ended up being family. I was like, well, I'm coming over there then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Time.
good.
Yeah, that was it.
Y'all so cute.
That's cute.
I love it. Now, as far as you guys getting married, Pee Wee, do you want me to call you that or?
You could call me whatever.
Okay,
you feel
I'm like, cause I'm
comfortable.
just so used to
Pee-wee.
calling him
Right.
that. Yeah. So, what in your mind like got you to the point where like I'm about to ask her to marry her to
All
marry me?
right. So, well, I say this, but people may think it's like stupid or funny, but I say the fact that I was not sick of her within a certain amount of time.
Mm.
I get sick of people pretty fast.
That's a key.
You know,
Yeah.
if I'm with somebody and little things like she calls me shallow how or whatever, I'm not really like that, but I do have things that get on my nerves
Right.
like super fast, and then I can't stick in there.
Yeah.
But her, I was with her for a while before I asked her to marry me, and I'm like, why am I? I'm not sick of her yet. Like I gotta marry her because I'm not sick of her, and I would have normally been sick of her already. And she didn't have anything that I didn't like, so it was like,
Aw.
yeah, she didn't have no flaws. Not that you don't have flaws, babe, but you got flaws. But it wasn't flaws that would be like, oh no, I'm getting.
Yeah.
It wasn't an
No.
end game.
You love those flaws.
Absolutely not.
Mhm.
Absolutely not.
So
yeah.
how did you know that you wanted to marry him?
When she first met me.
I did.
I'm joking.
I don't even
I'm
know.
joking,
I
I'm joking.
don't know. We just started to grow together,
Mm-hmm.
and as he was blazing. No, that's not why. That's not why. I don't know. I think it's because we grew together. We were so
Right.
young when we met each other,
Mm-hmm.
and we were growing. We're growing on the same pace at the same time. So
That's awesome.
Did
So-
you know it was coming?
no,
Heck.
he proposed. We was together for 6 years, so that's kind of long. But, but
But it's
now
not
looking back
really.
at
It's
it,
really
I'm like,
not.
it needed
It's really
to happen
not.
like that because we were so young. We
Right.
weren't ready.
Mature. Yeah.
Now-
19, so
If I'm 30 and I'm with a guy for 6 years, that's
that's
too
different.
long.
Oh, yeah, it's a
That's
little
right.
different.
That's
That's
too
different.
long.
But back then, I was like, we good for doing what we did. 'Cause
Mhm,
Yeah.
but she
we
wanted
was
it,
not
though.
ready.
She
Mhm.
wanted
She
it.
wanted it though.
Well, 'cause I was
I
like,
just
all
wasn't.
right,
I wasn't gonna
6
jump
years.
into something I
always
wasn't ready
wanted.
for. No.
That's true. It's
It's
true.
true.
And we always right. We're
We
always
always
ready. She probably was
right,
ready at the
right.
mall when she
Oh,
said, "Oh, he blazing."
yeah.
Right,
Right,
We're always
I was
ready.
being smart.
I just felt like I'm like mature for my age.
Mhm.
So, but he had to get mature. So.
Yeah. But no, I hear that a lot of times. Like guys, like if they're not ready or if they're not
Oh,
financially stable or
Mhm.
they're not where they want to be at
Yep.
to be able to provide for their wife or their kids, it ain't
They're
happening.
not
A lot
gonna
of
do it.
guys are
They're
like
not gonna do
that.
That's what
it.
he
And
did.
it's never the fact that they don't love you or they don't want to do
They're
it.
just not ready.
Sometimes that's the case, but for I guess the good guy, so to speak,
Mhm.
that's not the case. It's just preparation.
Mhm.
So
We be
Which
ready
I
to
can
be
respect.
sleeping on a
Right.
cot somewhere, but still
Exactly.
married.
And
Like
nah.
they like, nah, I'm not even going to do
Not
that.
her. She's like the guy.
Yeah, I'm like the guy.
I, on the other hand, I feel
Oh.
like we're working towards it. We can do that together.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you don't. I
These
feel
two
like
are
you
good balance.
have to have like I don't want you to have this great job
Everything.
and everything right now because especially when you're younger, it's like
Right.
you can work towards that as
Mhm.
long as you're working towards that.
Exactly.
you know what I think though? I think that having it, working toward it, it's good and it's bad because like let's say for instance, before I was financially stable, before I asked her to marry me, if I would have had it already, or not have it already, but if I didn't work toward it before getting married, then let's say I got with her, got married, and then got stable with the money, my financial stability might have been off, and she might not have liked that.
True, and then that would
The
have
fact
caused
that
conflict.
I got it first, and then I was able to then show how I can manipulate my money and store it and do that type of stuff.
That's true.
Now it kind of gives her an idea of,
Oh,
he can
that is
actually,
true.
he can manage money too.
Right,
You know?
that is true.
Right.
Versus
Yeah.
now I'm in my marriage, I get mad bread, I'm blowing it on stuff, and now she's like, what the heck?
And then it'll start being a conflict and
Exactly,
altercations.
because
and
money
they
is
can-
really like
Really.
Right.
Yeah.
an
biggest
issue
issues.
It's
in
one of the,
marriages.
that's what they say, it's one of the leading causes
Yeah.
Yep.
divorce.
Yeah.
So
That's why.
that is a
And
good
then
way
it
to
would
look
be
at
like,
it.
oh, she nagging. That's something I don't like. Now I'm out.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
he's a bigger saver. He's been like that since I met him.
Yeah, see,
I used to
Definitely
say you
gotta
save
have
too
that
much.
balance.
Yeah, she used to
in
say
a
I save
relationship.
too much, but I don't think so.
No, you
Because he
always
don't
have-
buy. He doesn't buy himself clothes and stuff. Like,
I've seen a status that you said that. Did you
Yeah.
go and buy his clothes?
Yeah, he don't
just
buy
to
nothing.
treat
I'm
him?
like, okay.
Because I feel like if I could fit it still,
Right.
I'm good, yo.
You still
Like,
good.
That's good
Simple.
balance because y'all both spending on willy-nilly, then you're going to be on the street.
Exactly.
So it's a good balance to have.
I prep my brain kind of for like the what ifs,
Yeah.
and you know,
He does.
Tiffany,
I'm the
she's
when
not
it
like
happened,
that.
when it happened.
She's not like she's not the what if thinker. I am, so I'm like, you know, if something were to happen, I hate to now have to save for that. I want to
Right.
already have it. If my
That's
car
true.
break down, guess what? How much is it? Okay, take that. Like, you know what I mean? Not
Or
I gotta wait till 2 more weeks. I gotta save this.
Right.
I'm not.
I'm
like
gonna have
that.
to Uber until
I
then.
hate it. I hate that. So.
But that's a good quality for the provider to
It
have.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's a
Yes.
really good quality for the provider to have. Did you, in preparing your mind for him to be your husband, did you pray? Did you do anything different?
Back then, I probably wasn't praying like that. No.
For
Honestly.
your husband. I
probably
know, because you know
wasn't.
some people are like,
I
oh, I
was
prayed
younger,
for this.
so I mean, I knew what I wanted, and I think God knew what I wanted, so He really is the one.
He be looking out.
Right.
Big G be looking out.
Oh,
That's
no.
awesome. So then we have Then Comes Marriage. So I put up a post on Instagram. I asked the married couples what are 3 things that are essential to making a marriage successful. So a lot of people said communication, still dating each other, and being able to compromise. So those were the majority of the 3. So what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you want to add any of them?
Yeah, I agree with all of those, but I think God has to be the number one.
Mhm.
I think that being at the forefront
I think
is
I'll
kind of
put that.
like that's the biggest for me. I think everything else trickles down from that, but I think all of them are needed
Right.
because if you lack in one of those areas, then it still kind of sucks. Like you can have
That's
God, but if you have God with no communication, because just because you have God don't mean you got everything.
Right.
Right.
So you kind
Still
of
gotta
need
do the work.
all. You still got to do the work.
Yeah.
So you got to have God. You have the love. You have communication. You got to have all of those pieces. Maybe not to 100%, but you got to have some of them.
Right.
You know, to a certain extent.
In order to be successful.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, with the communication, I dealt with a few guys, and they say I'm not a good communicator.
That you are not a good communicator?
So,
You say that. You used to say that
I
about
used to
me.
say that too.
yeah, so it's like, I'm always expecting them to reach. So, if they contact me first, like, oh, I'm interested in you, da-da-da, I'm expecting you to hit me. Like, but at the same time, I'll think to myself, like, every conversation is started because he hit me up.
Mhm.
So I'm like, sometimes I have to say, okay, let me be the first one to be like, oh, hey, hope you're having a good day, or whatever the case may be, because in my mind, I'm like, no, you should be hitting me up and we should be communicating. But a lot of people have told me, like, oh, well, the only time we speak is when I hit you up, or like it'll be silent. I'll be like, oh, I haven't heard from you. He was like, yeah, because I was waiting to see if you was gonna hit me.
Yeah.
It was like a back and forth. So,
Yeah.
but my thing is, why not just communicate to me, like, look, sis, you need to do better.
Because
Right.
guys
Oh yeah, you
communicate.
should definitely do that. But most guys won't do that.
Yeah.
They're not communicators. They just catch your attitude.
But then they'll have exactly.
And they
They get
they
feelings.
disappear.
just catch your attitude.
And then lash out.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
Ghost
big
you for a
period,
month
a
now.
paragraph, a message, like, whoa.
Right.
Like,
Like guys say that like women are complicated, and we are to an extent, but I think guys are far more complicated than we
I
are.
think
So?
so.
Yes, I think guys
Like,
are far
you're
more
like, crap.
complicated.
Honestly, if we just communicate and tell each other exactly how
What
we
you-
feel in that very moment, everything would
Everything
be
would be
like
better.
perfect.
Right.
But
It won't
we,
be perfect.
no, but
it
it'll be
would
better.
It would definitely be
It'll
better.
be better. But I think everything is a game. Like it's a chess game. So we're trying to figure out where we're gonna put our next piece.
if she
It
likes
is.
me, she
So-
gonna
and
hit
that's
me.
why
I'm
If you
trying.
don't hit her, then
Right, exactly. And I'm personally like over the last year or so, I've been trying to get away from. Okay, I gotta wait to not that I do this, but I gotta wait the 3 days before I respond, and you know,
Yeah.
silly stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're too old.
Right.
If I like you, I'm gonna
Still.
I'm gonna try to be as upfront as possible as I can. Like,
Joe's
you know, how
looking
I
at
feel.
me because
And
I definitely
communicate.
told her that just recently. Like,
Well,
if you want to talk to the person, hit them up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't hear them. Like, I when you get into the I'm not gonna hit them just because they didn't hit me. Like, it's gonna be a forever back and forth.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
if
of
they're
course.
on your
So
mind,
you gotta
just hit 'em
be
up.
that person.
Yeah.
Especially for a prideful person, because I was like that. Listen, I would not hit you up if you don't hit me up. We wouldn't talk for like a week.
really.
I'm not like that no more.
Look, not with me.
Yeah,
though.
I'm not like that no more, but I used to be like
But
that.
isn't it awkward after that
But I
week?
grew-
Because you don't talk to each other for a week, so a lot of things are running through your mind. So then when you finally do talk back to each other, it's like,
Nigga, what you was doing?
All right.
Right.
You gotta have that whole conversation now.
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe
you
just
gotta
me.
backtrack.
I think that if it's that complicated, then they may not be the one for you.
This is true.
That's
Because it
true.
shouldn't take that
It
much.
shouldn't
It
take
shouldn't.
that much. Like, granted, you can have communication and say, oh, you know, I noticed you didn't hit me up in a couple of days. But if I'm feeling you like that, I'm going to hit you up within
Right.
those days. Like,
Right.
and it's gonna be mutual. It's not
Right.
gonna be
That's
a
true.
force. I
Right.
gotta try to
Like,
get
you're
you
not
to
gonna
hit
be
me up.
okay with
And,
not.
you're not
Yeah.
okay with it, and
Yeah.
I'm not okay with it. So therefore, we're not gonna have that issue.
Right.
That's true.
It is.
No, you're right. Look, we all.
I'm
We thinking
serious.
Y'all was doing that. Y'all was like,
That's
I'm serious, y'all. It's
but that's
it's factual.
so true. Because I don't remember
Oh
when we
my
first
God.
started talking. I don't remember it ever being a
we
day
never had that.
that we didn't.
Oh, I noticed she didn't hit me up today.
Yeah.
I wonder if she missed me. I never wondered that. Like, we always talked, and we always were together too. If we weren't working or something like that, we were always together. We were always talking. We were always communicating. Even now, I'm at work. We'll be texting, or if she's doing her business or something like that, I'll be like, you've been out for quite some time. Like, when you coming back to the house, like, it's just it's fluid. You don't have
Yeah.
to force it though.
Right, and then it's that friendship.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
important.
what
Key.
Mhm.
Very
Yeah.
key.
Cause you guys are like friends.
That's my
like,
homie now.
yeah. I love
How long
it.
was y'all together before you actually made it like official?
Dang. It was only like a month, y'all. Right?
No, you kept
Right?
asking me, but I was like, no, not now.
Yeah, it was like a month.
So it might have been
I had
a
moved.
few months.
I
He
had
moved to
moved.
Atlanta,
Oh.
okay.
and he
to
moved
Atlanta.
back because
And
he
I
moved
moved
back
back.
for me.
Oh.
Yeah, literally.
But at the time, he's talking about it was a some type of hurricane or something.
They had a tornado out there. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, he used that excuse. But then when he got down here, he told me why he really came back down here.
Oh, look at
That's
now.
so
2 kids later.
Mhm.
Yes, I love it. So with the actual wedding, how difficult was it with inviting people? Because I know that's like a big thing when, you know, planning and budgets and like
Calling
how did
everybody
you do
out.
like the
I know,
master
right?
list?
Ugh.
Yeah. Because your wedding was
My
over
mom
with.
helped a lot with the table. She invited people, her friend, but never mind. But yeah, she invited the older people of her family that
The
I
people
don't
that
even know,
seen you
that I don't
grow
even know.
up, yeah.
But they be leaving them good gifts though.
I was just about to say that's why she invited
You
them.
gotta have
Older
an equal
people
balance.
give
She
you
knew
good
that.
gifts.
You gotta have
So
an
you
equal
gotta
balance.
have them.
I think the hardest piece is the invite of friends. Not more so family, but friends.
Mhm.
Because you have those people that you, like me, growing up, I had like a group of friends that we were all like a crew.
Mhm.
Then, you know, down the line, we kind of faded apart. But we were still cool. But for me, I'm really, really like hard on friendship. If we ain't been rocking for this long, you're probably not gonna be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
Like
it
within
makes
like
still
the last
cool.
5 years or
we
3 years,
still
yeah.
cool, but with something like that where you're coming out of your pocket, you're spending money and stuff like that, I want the people that have been there within this time span of me and, you know, her.
Right.
And no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You be
I
broke.
definitely
You be
right.
broke.
But see, guys are so quick to be like, nah, I ain't inviting them. But
Oh,
we
they
be so
do. See,
conflicted.
That's what
Yeah.
we tend to have more friends
Right.
True.
than guys do.
True. That's
true,
So
too.
we got way more people to consider.
Acquaintances and associates.
And acquaintance, yeah.
Right. And
I had way
we
more
all
people
don't
I
leave this
invited.
person out and you know.
We
so-
just got our nails done together.
Yeah.
Shoot, I got
Right,
it.
Like-
But if we were looking at it like how he said, like,
Nobody.
and that's how I'm looking at it. Like, I want people that have been not a part of the relationship, but
Yeah.
that have seen us from the beginning
At
to
least.
come.
And
At
support.
least,
Least. Because you don't even know her. Like, that's how far back you go.
right?
You don't even know
That you
her.
don't even know her.
So it's like, it doesn't even make sense.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's true. That's very true.
And as far as the money, he had the money.
Hey. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
She-
He held it down.
Had
But he held it
you had
down.
$1 million in stash for wedding.
I made sure. You know what? I made sure that, like she said, I saved.
So
I
you
had to make
prepared
sure.
for the wedding?
I prepared for everything. We moved into our condo
Is
the
that
next
what
day.
it
Yeah.
The,
Y'all
the
lit.
same week of our wedding.
We never went on our honeymoon because we closed on our condo.
Yep, we closed on that, and
That's
when we
dope.
moved in, I purchased every piece of furniture and moved everything in.
Mhm.
So we didn't have no emptiness.
Now that's a man.
So
Yeah,
like,
right.
we
Clap
was,
it up for Pee-wee.
I was like,
Cause that is
'Cause
my
you
goal.
don't hear
I
that.
want to go on my honeymoon and come back into our new home
yeah,
together.
because
Right.
any
That's
any
the dream.
downtime like that where you don't have something, it gets to the female, not the
Mm.
guy, but the females would be like, all right, yeah, we had our wedding, we moved in, now we on a blow up bed or
Mm-hmm.
a floor or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So I didn't want her to deal with that. I don't really care for it.
Mm.
So we went and we picked out everything so that way when we finished our wedding, everything else would just be coming in and we good.
So we were having a conversation. Was it yesterday? We were talking about. Oh yeah, at dinner we were talking about will we like shack up, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Like, do you want to live with your guy when you're just dating, or do you want to wait till you get engaged? So did you guys live together at all before?
No,
Absolutely not.
we didn't.
Really?
I had harm. Harm was how old when we all moved together? I don't know.
She
7? Maybe 7?
Yeah, she was older.
Yeah, we never lived together.
So do you?
I mean, I would stay the night over there sometimes.
Not
being
the same
harm,
though.
but it
Yeah,
wasn't.
not
full
we
on.
didn't live together.
Do you wish that you did, or do you think it worked that
No,
you
it worked
better that you
perfect.
didn't?
It worked perfect. But that's not for everybody though.
That's
Right.
not.
It's not for everybody. It just happened. You know what? I'll be honest. With me and her, I think it just so happened to work out the way it did because we've been doing before marriage counseling,
Mm-hmm.
premarital counseling.
Mhm.
So we've been learning a lot about each other prior to even moving together.
Right.
If you don't do that and then you move in together, you miss a lot of
Whirlwind.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna make it hard.
Yeah.
But if you do everything else, like counseling, you learn about each other, how you guys spend money, all that type of
Right.
stuff, it makes it easier when you do not shack up. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why a lot of people do want to live with the guy because they want all
They wanna
that,
see
so
how
I can
they-
see how it is.
Mhm.
But like you said, you're not really. You gotta do that other stuff too. Like
Right.
just
Yeah.
moving in, you're not gonna see everything at one time.
Gotta
You
put
Right.
in the work.
Mm-mm.
have to be living together for years before you learn all there is to know. So.
Yes.
And with our culture, the whole counseling and going to see someone and they're in our
Oh,
business.
I don't want to do that. I've had friends that said, "Oh, I don't want to go because nobody needs to be in our business," and they're
I
divorced
think-
today.
But
Like,
the-
you probably should have let somebody in your business.
Right.
I
Like,
think
right,
it's the people that don't have that
Spiritual
that
background.
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
true,
If
true.
you don't have that
It
background,
is.
you're not thinking about let me do premarital counseling.
True.
Because didn't your parents counsel you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
going
it's just like
after here. We have a love language course that they're doing for 6 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So-
Right,
Right
so
after
you,
here
and you
at
guys
6
are still
o'clock.
doing
Still
it.
doing
You
it.
gotta keep doing it.
Yeah.
and that's beautiful. What was some key advice that they gave you guys that applied to your marriage and that you still use now?
We learned the 5 needs of the guy, the 5 needs of the woman. We both
Like
learned
personalities.
our personalities. Like sometimes in arguments, I need to leave.
Mhm.
Like I can't be in a mix of
Conflict.
conflict. And then with him, he's more aggressive. He could be more aggressive. So
Like you want to
like,
handle
we
it
had to
right.
I
learn,
wanna
he
handle
had to
it right
learn
then and
to
then.
use his library voice in order for me to
Because
even talk.
Because even if I'm not mad, when I get excited,
Your
Yeah.
tone,
You're
my
passionate.
tone,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right,
exactly,
right.
it goes up. But then to her, she reads it different.
Right.
So
Mhm.
I have to like tone everything down for her to
Wow.
even listen or communicate. So it's a lot.
So
It's a lot to learn and it's a lot to do. But we still like even our love languages and stuff like that. Like when I do little stuff like I don't know, flowers or
Mhm.
bring something home as a gift. That's because it's her love language. That's
Mhm.
not mine, so I don't think about that stuff.
Right.
I'm not the that was so sweet, do this look,
Mhm.
but I know that's hers, so I have to consciously do that stuff.
Mhm.
Right.
And people don't they think relationships flow that way. They don't
It's
do it all
work.
the time. It's work.
That is
Right.
I have
important.
to think, okay, I haven't done this in a while. Let me do this because that's something she needs.
Right.
So
That's important because it's not
And
just
his is
about you.
words of affirmation.
Yeah.
And
mhm.
I can't think of the other one.
Words of affirmation and acts of service.
Yeah, so he likes when I like bring him food or when I make his plate or clean or whatever.
Yep, or she encourages
Or I
you,
encourage him.
stuff
That's
like
what
that.
makes him feel
Yeah,
loved.
words of affirmation is one of mine. Service, I think, is like number 4.
Mhm.
Mine's is quality time, and then
Mine too. gifts.
so much
Mine is
gifts, but gifts and
but
words
like
of
small
affirmation.
little meaningful ones.
Yeah.
Not,
Right.
Not
I
nothing
don't-
crazy like bring
Right.
me a book and I'm all set.
Right,
Oh.
right. Like
You have to
my-
learn
my,
your partner.
My patient bought me a vanilla Coke, and I was like,
And you was
crying.
crying,
yeah.
Because how did he remember that? I'm
Right.
like, I
Little
don't remember
things.
telling you
Yeah.
that. Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so everyone should take that quiz, by the
Mhm.
way.
It's
So
good
you
to
can-
know.
It is. it
Yeah.
is.
They even have where you can do it with your children. Have you guys
Yeah.
seen kids?
The
Yeah, you can learn your kids' love language too.
Yeah, I know. I think I know ours.
Just relationships in general.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you deal with each other better.
Better,
You know
yeah.
what that person needs
Exactly.
to feel loved. So.
And then you gotta communicate. Like,
Yeah.
we also learned we do like a check-in once a week where it's called the sponge and carpet, where he's the sponge. So I'm telling him all my feelings, everything. He has to soak it in
I can't
without
talk.
saying nothing.
I gotta just sit and listen.
Mhm.
And then after she's finished talking, I have to tell her what it is I think I heard her say. So she'll tell me this and that, boom, 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 ABC, and I gotta go, okay, so what I hear you saying is this. Because if I don't do that, I could be wrong with my interpretation. So
Right.
I have to then repeat back what it is that she's feeling, and then she confirms it, and then it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
Come
have a lot
on.
of tools.
Yeah, amazing.
No, but it's great.
Because if you
It's
think
amazing.
about it, arguments sometimes go so far than what they need to.
Mhm.
Y'all
Just
not
go for
understanding.
mad, and you're trying to finish what he's saying. You're not listening to what he's saying because you're thinking about what you want to say.
Right.
Mhm.
So if you just let the person take the floor and express their feelings,
And
And actually
only
listen.
comprehend
From the
it.
heart,
Yeah, you gotta
can actually
comprehend it,
hear
yeah.
Listen and
how they
understand.
feel.
Yeah. And I think having all those tools is especially good in a young marriage because you got such a long way to go.
Yeah.
I know.
You got such a long way to go.
Listen, ain't nobody trying
It's
to do that
true.
jump down the line.
Right, so if you get it done now, you know
And,
the
and then
steps.
everything else is just,
It'll
just
Right.
flows.
Fall into
Right.
place.
That's awesome.
That is cute.
It is.
I
I'm
wrote
not
that
sitting
down
here
because
cheesing.
like,
No, because I'm
Yeah.
learning so much.
Me too.
Gems.
Because I definitely want to do. I definitely have to do counseling first.
Mhm.
But when she was saying shacking up, I actually always kind of wanted to live with my partner. Now we don't have to do anything,
Mhm.
but I kind of want to move in, be already moved into my house, and then
Mhm.
get married after.
Mhm.
See, I've always
It
been,
might work
I
for
don't
you.
want
I know.
to.
I don't know how that's gonna go, but in
It
my
depends
head,
on who you're gonna be with.
That's
There's just so
right.
many
Right.
variables to
Right,
it.
like I've always said I don't want to, but as like you said, as I've gotten older, I realized you never know until you're actually with somebody that might make me want to, you
Right,
know,
exactly.
try that out. So I'm not opposed, but
And peep game too. Like you never even know when you shacking either, because I know people that have been not even married. I'm sorry, in a relationship for quite some time and living together for the same amount of time with kids, and then finally got married
And
and
then
all hell
divorced.
broke loose.
yeah.
So
Wow.
they thought that was the way to do it. Oh, we lived together already. We already got kids. We already know how it is to live. As soon as marriage came, everything just started going
and I
down.
know it ain't for
Why?
everybody.
So it's just I think
More
I think the marriage
expectations.
exactly the marriage puts more expectations on people. It's now when you catch an attitude, now it's you gonna yell at your wife. Now it's so it puts
Yeah,
so
that's
much
true.
strain on it that it changes the game. So
Right.
I think I don't know.
Wow.
And
It-
not
it
only
works
that,
different.
You made a covenant with God,
Yeah.
so you know the enemy is gonna come
Come in
attack
and
you
attack.
Even
Even
harder,
more, even
way
more.
harder.
Marriage
Even
Right.
more.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So did you guys feel like when you guys got married, like did it change your relationships, your friendships at all?
With
With
other
other
people.
people?
Oh, with,
Like with single people? With your
Oh,
single friends?
yeah.
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 You
You
did.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for
For a
Wait,
little
did
bit.
Because
Yeah.
my-
Wait, did it?
For a
my
little.
friend, it kind of did, but it didn't, because a lot of my other friends are already being with Tiff every single day. Kind of, I already strayed away from them a little bit. So,
Okay.
and the people that I did have in my corner, they were already like really, really tight with me. They already were tight with her, so those people didn't change, and they
Right.
got married too. So kind of,
It was cool.
I was already in a circle of like having like married friends.
That's what
Right.
I wanted to know. Do you guys have single friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that much though. Not that much.
I
you,
do
not
more.
that
I
much.
do more so than
Okay.
he does, and it did change the dynamic because I don't tell her every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
I tell like my married friends a little more.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
because
So,
they can
But I
relate.
still make
Mhm.
time. Like I'll still go out to go to the mall or something and
Right.
make time or go over there and watch movies.
Mhm.
Be at work. I I try not to take away from my
Time with
Family
household.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
single friends are cool, but they just don't know.
Yeah, right,
They just
right,
don't
right.
know.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when it comes to
Their perspective is different.
right,
Mhm.
exactly,
You tell them
exactly.
something, their comeback is,
Break up with
you
him.
let
Fuck
them
that
do
nigga.
that.
Yeah.
Or they,
Yeah.
they don't have the right advice.
Yeah.
And it's just like, because you don't know.
Right.
To find a solution.
And you have to have
figure it out.
good friends,
Yeah.
because I have friends that are married, and I'd be like, my nigga, you're wrong.
I was saying it depends, 'cause some single
No, that's
people
true.
have good advice.
I have amazing advice.
Yeah.
Right.
Not
You
good
can-
advice.
they
I was
know.
not good advice.
Because
You
they're
don't have to be
logical.
married.
Yeah.
Like you
Right.
gotta have friends that have their own foundation set for themselves.
Mhm.
They're smart enough to be able to give good advice without downing somebody else or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
Like I don't have that.
And not be
have friends
biased.
like
and
that.
all that.
Yeah.
Like
Like
My-
that.
Listen,
No.
I have no. I'm not saying no names, but I'll have friends that will give me the most horrible advice, and I'll be looking at them like,
Like, nah, bro.
that's not why I came to you.
Right.
Like I came to you thinking you was about to give me something good. Like,
Right.
nah, that was whack. Yo. No, I gotta go to my other friend.
That
like,
was like,
'cause
I need a second opinion.
No, because some people they feed off of the bad advice. They and they do like it to a certain extent. It makes them validate their feelings or how they perceive a certain situation. So they go with it. I'm logical too, so
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know this is not it, but I do want to hear like something that's gonna help me to fix something.
Right.
So if you tell me, oh man, you might as well just, I'm like, what? That's not
Right.
what I want to
That's not
hear,
gonna work.
because I know that's not what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
I just want to hear how I'm supposed to do it. So
Right.
I'll
Give me
go
a
to somebody.
solution.
Yeah, give me something better than that.
And it's the person's perception of marriage as well.
True.
So like
True,
both my
true.
parents were married for 30 plus years.
Mhm.
My spiritual leaders, my pastors, they were married for forever.
Yeah.
So your idea of marriage is different from
Mhm.
somebody that's never seen it or
True. Having
And
said
doesn't
it,
have a
too.
spiritual background. Sometimes
Right.
that makes
All the difference.
It
Yeah.
does. It
I
does.
definitely think so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So how do you guys make time with so then comes the baby with the baby carriage. That's our last part of it.
Mhm.
How do you guys make time for each other with having kids? And you both have your own businesses on top of regular 9 to 5. So how do you make time for each other to make sure you guys are still dating each other?
We go on dates.
Date nights.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
My nephew
scheduled?
old enough, so he come over for $20,
Mhm.
and I
Pay that
like
dude
come
off.
to the house. My mom and dad help. We have family that help.
So you have to have a good
also-
village too.
Mhm.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then we watch movie. Even if we don't go out, we'll watch a movie.
Spend time
Get some-
together. In
Yeah, in the house.
Nice.
He
We
be getting
like-
mad
we
because I
like
be
doing
falling
like that.
asleep.
Yeah, she stayed falling asleep. It's all good though. And then she get mad at me the next day because I watched all the episodes of the season. Like I'm like, yo, I
Like,
was
well, I was
up.
supposed to wait for
I was
you.
up. We gonna have to
Mad.
bring it back.
That's so
But
funny.
That's how we do. We have a
Yeah.
babysitter. We gotta make time for it because it's easy to get caught up
Consumed,
in,
yeah.
in the family and kids. And as parents, you don't want to neglect the kids. And you have
Right.
a love for them and
Mhm.
connection to them. So it's easy to forget about getting out without the kids.
Right,
So
right.
you gotta do that on purpose too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do that on
About it.
purpose. You
Yeah,
gotta say, all right,
absolutely.
we ain't been out in a while. Let's go and do something.
And not feel guilty. Like,
Exactly,
oh, we're gonna leave
exactly.
you
No, no.
Sure, we do a yearly
Vacay.
getaway to
Just
Atlantic
Atlantic
City.
City for
We just
2
drive
nights.
there without the kids, and we'll go with because we have a relationship group on Facebook,
Mhm.
and we'll have all the couples, whoever wants to come, they'll all do the same thing. We'll all find babysitters for whatever dates we need, and we'll go. It's just like a weekend or something like that. But we do it every year,
And
That's
of course,
awesome.
we take one with the kids, a couple of ones with the kids.
so they don't feel left out.
Yeah.
So when we come back, they don't be like, "Oh, y'all went on vacation? We ain't going nowhere." So we do a vacation with them first, and then we go away.
Yeah.
Spread away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how you gotta do it.
Yeah, yeah.
We gotta
I'm good at
maintain
this.
'Cause
our
it gets-
relationship because when they grow up, it's gonna be me and him.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes,
So
Jay
then,
will be
if
there.
we never had our own relationship, that's how those couples they don't have nothing to talk
Yo,
about.
to say that again.
They don't have
so
nothing.
important. Like when the kids are old and out the
Right.
house, it's just
It's
Some
just
people
you
get
guys
divorced
again.
after because
Yeah.
y'all realize y'all was together because of the kids.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, about
So.
that. You kids can get out of here.
Have you guys ever felt like you lost your identity, your separate identity within the relationship?
Oh, absolutely not.
That's good.
That is good.
Because some people do, like they bask themselves in their mate so much to the point where they
Oh,
don't even
yeah.
know
They're
who
not
they
their
are.
own person.
Oh yeah, no.
They don't have anything for themselves.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, nah.
She was like, no, I'm a
No,
baby.
I being a mom sometimes it's like you got mad responsibility, but I try to be conscious. That's why I did the business. Me and my sister, And then I still do a dance class once a week.
I just
I
about to
love
say that.
dance.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So you find time for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think ours is opposite. Instead of like losing who you are or whatever the case may be, I think ours is opposite. I think we found out more about who we were.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's,
That's actually one of the questions I was gonna ask. Like, what has being married taught you guys about yourselves so far?
Yeah, you learn a lot. We learn a lot more about ourselves and who we are,
Mm-hmm.
and our flaws. Because there's a lot of flaws that I had that I didn't know about until getting with her.
Of course.
Because she was able to reveal it, and because I'm not, well, not anymore, but I'm not, defensive to or oblivious to my issues. I have to, listen to her and see where my issues are. And
You're receptive to it instead of
exactly.
feeling,
Instead of saying, "Oh, you just picking on me," or "You just
Right.
trying to find something to be mad at," or whatever.
Right.
No, if you be honest with yourself, then you can see where your issues are too.
Right.
Take
And
a
that-
second. let
So
them
that's
know
why I
what you're
said
right.
ours
Right.
was more so finding out who we were, because before finding out who I am or finding out who she was, we had these images or these I don't know, the way we want people to perceive us. You live that life on social media, or you live that life in front of people, and they don't really know the deep rooted you. The only person that does is your wife or your husband.
Right.
You can't hide that from them.
Right.
So that's how I found out more about me. And see who are.
That is so dynamic.
But being married to him made me more, because I'm shy. I'm still shy, but like as
Yeah,
far as
better though.
like having my own business, I would never even thought to do that, or just certain stuff more
Encouraging.
spiritually. My parents helped as well, but together we got more spiritual together.
Nice.
So
That's a
Yeah.
blessing.
That is a blessing.
So thank you guys so much for all those nuggets,
Yeah.
because it was
It was
that
a
lot.
lot. It was
Yeah.
a lot.
I'm gonna have to
Lot of
read
nuggets.
when the episode drops. I'm gonna listen.
Right,
Take more
jot down something.
Oh, this is what they said. So let the people know about your individual businesses and where they can follow you, as well as the group that you just
I'm
mentioned.
coming, Tiff. I'm coming.
Okay.
For real.
So we're Dermalift CT. We do body sculpting. We do vacuum butt therapy. We make your butt plump, make it lifted.
Hey.
Summer coming.
Yes, so you can always hit us up on Facebook, Dermalift CT. On Instagram, it's Dermalift_CT. And then on Facebook, we have a group, relationship goals. So if you've been together for a little some time, like if you first met somebody, we're not gonna add you in a group.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
we
still
want you
fresh.
to-
Yeah.
Well, that's still a what
But if you
if.
got some
Yeah.
time in, then request to be in a group, and then we'll add you in a
Relationship
group.
Goals CT.
Yeah.
Is the name of that group.
That's what's up. That's cool because you need a lot more stuff like
Support.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Especially
but
for our people.
the reason we
Exactly.
started it was because of that, because a lot of people they forget about their relationship. They forget to do date nights. They forget to do. So the group is really just that. We have topics in the group that we talk about, and then we have outings every month. Some with the kids, so everybody can bring their kids. Some without the kids, so we're all dressed up and we're doing something nice without the kids. So,
That's what's up. That's important.
And then Pure White Lens. Let them
yeah.
know.
So Pure White Lens Photography. That's on Facebook as the same exact name. Pure White Lens Photography. Instagram is the same. And Twitter. I don't really use Twitter like that, but it's on Twitter too. So we do photography, videography, you name it, weddings, portraits, all that type of stuff. And that's pretty much it, right?
And you actually shot your own portrait that we posted on our Instagram.
Oh,
the
yeah, the
Love.
Black Love shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys have
yeah.
like another couple you're gonna do? Because I love that.
Do it.
I have a maternity shoot that I'm supposed to do Sunday. I'm working on them to see if they want to turn it into a Black Love session, which would be, I told them that it would be nice as a maternity
Yeah.
Black Love shoot.
Yeah,
It
that'd be
was.
really
So
dope.
we're gonna see if that works out for them, if they want to do that. I know some guys are kind of, they're
Yeah,
like,
well,
I ain't
Be
fucking
about
take my
it.
shirt off.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get them to understand, like, just because we did it or just because other people that I've shot, did the whole semi-nude look, you don't have to do that for it to be
Right.
Black Love.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
The whole thing is just the intimacy
Right.
within the pictures.
Of each
That's
other.
it.
Oh, that's so cute.
That'd be dope. I hope they do it.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys follow them. We have any church announcements?
Of course, our live show is coming up March 23rd. Tickets are on sale right now. After the 28th, the price is gonna go up a little bit, so you might want to get them tickets real quick.
Mhm.
We got the VIP meet and greet tickets available. It's gonna be a after party, and the after party is included in your ticket purchase. So it's gonna be a great time, guys.
Yep, and then our monthly Facebook Live will be Thursday, February the 28th. So make sure you guys tune in to chat with us, see what you like, what you don't like, give us your opinions on the episodes that we have for the month. If you just want to come and say, hey, you could do that too.
Yeah, we had I think us taking it down to doing once a month was nice, because our last one we did for January was really good. You guys had a lot of great topics, and it was fun. So
It was.
hope you guys tune into that. Time will be posted on our social media, so stay tuned to that. Make sure you're following us.
Indeed.
So you
Joe,
won't
do
miss
you have a
anything.
positive line for us to close out?
I don't have a positive line, but I just wanted to close out with you two telling us what Black love means to you.
Nice.
And,
I don't know.
well, all right.
I can't.
I don't really have like an actual, I guess, definition for it. I guess my, I don't know if you want to call it a definition, but my Black love, obviously you're Black. Obviously you're Black. But I think the Black love piece of it would be Black truth within your love, because people do Black love this, Black love that, but it's not truth. It's not truth, because it's just an image for them.
Right.
I think Black love would be, truth behind your Black love.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
It's
I
not
got
just
you.
for appearance.
Yeah.
Not just for
Yeah.
appearances.
I think that
And
it
the
goes
hashtag.
deeper than the hashtag.
Yeah.
It goes deeper than you just being, Black. But I think it's truth. Like, there's a couple couples on social media that Tiff watched, Devon and
Yes,
Oh,
it's Danny's
yeah.
I would
favorite.
I would
Yeah.
consider that Black love,
Right.
because there's truth behind their Black
Right.
love.
Right.
There's- It's not just because they're Black, just because they're cute. It's a lot of deeper rooted
Right.
meaning within
Right.
your relationship. So
Absolutely.
that's kind of how I.
And you
look at
still
it.
have issues.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody's
But-
perfect.
It's the unconditional love that makes it all.
Like nothing can bring
Right.
it up.
Can
Yeah.
penetrate this relationship.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys. So you guys make sure you follow us on all our social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are on YouTube, Spreaker, Spotify, all those good things.
Everywhere.
Make sure you guys go to www.thebreaksmedianetwork.com to listen in to our podcast along with all of our Podern family. And we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.
Toodles.
Love is love, guys. Love is love.